Welcome to today's show, and this is your host, Mario Vega, and we're going to be talking about Jezebels. You know, those women that are running rampant around right now, you know, those women at the gym who wear nothing but tight clothes and then complain when men are looking at them. Why don't you stay home and stop bitching, right? But they gotta be the victims. Jezebel, that's what we're talking about. I've known a lot of them, and guess what? Maybe you don't know what a Jezebel is. Maybe you haven't had the amount of ladies that I've had. I've known a lot of them, and most of them are Jezebels. Take a look around. Think of the movie The Matrix, right? At the beginning of the movie, you have Morpheus trying to teach Neo how to navigate crowds of people, right? So, they're walking through the simulation, and he gets distracted by the woman in the red dress, right? And then he looks back, and guess what? It's an agent. What's that mean? A person sent by the devil to take you out of your course, all right? That's what that is. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. Jezebels. They're no good, but they sure talk and smell good. And they're also good in bed because that's all they do. All right? That's all they do. These Jezebels practice all the time. Okay? Ask me how I know. But here, Proverbs 5, 1 to 23, I will share this with you because I was reading this morning and I asked the Lord above, what is the message for today? Bam! This is the message. All right? The message that I need to put out for you guys. All right? My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Turn your ears to my word of insight, that you may maintain discretion, and your lips may preserve knowledge. Right? Don't tell these women your plans. Okay? Don't even talk to these women. Don't even deal with these women. Let them walk on by. Okay? Leave them alone. Get on your purpose. Do your things. Work on your problems inside. Like maybe your parents abused you. Okay? Maybe they neglected you. Maybe your mom was a narcissist. That is what you should be working on. Your insides. All right? Your health between you and your heart. All right? Those are what the things you need to be working on. All right? That's what you should be doing. And your lips may preserve knowledge. All right? So remember that. Don't tell these women your business. It's called pillow talk. You know, when you bust a nut and there you are telling your secrets to some woman. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Don't be stupid. Don't deal with these women. For the lips of the adulterous woman drips with honey. Oh, hell yeah. I sure know that. God, they're delicious. I know. And her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is bitter. Okay? She's no good. All right? She won't stick around. She won't respect you. She's going to be having sex wherever, whenever, no matter what. She's so insecure that she needs every man that really looks at her, she will have sex with him because that is how she gets her validation. Okay? But in the end, of course, she's bitter. Sharp as a double-edged sword, her feet go down to death. So she never plants in your life. You're planting in your life because you thought you got yourself a winner, right? Right. So you're there saying, oh, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out a house. I'm going to take out a loan. I'm going to do all these things. Meanwhile, she's killing your spirit. You're not comfortable. You're always thinking about what she's doing, who she's doing it with, because that's what she's doing. All right. You never stay on point because you know deep down inside she's messing around with the neighborhood. That is a Jezebel. Ask me how I know. So her steps lead straight to the grave. She gives no thoughts to the way of life. All right. So she's not present. She just wants to have fun. Have you heard that before? I just want to have fun. That's a Jezebel. All right. Her path wanders aimlessly, but she does not know why. You see? Oh, I need more. I need space. Yeah, right. We know the men you want because you say space. All right. What am I talking about? All right. I had a run-in with a Jezebel not so long ago. In the past couple months, I want to say a year. All right. And she was a page of swords. All right. Right here. She was a page. What does that mean? She was a young girl. All right. And she thought that she was going to take me down. All right. That's what she thought. She thought that she was going to tell me all sorts of sweet little things and put me in a third party and all this other stuff. And guess what? She spies on me. All right. Because I said no. All right. And, they go off and do black magic and things like that to screw my plans. But guess what? I walk with God and you don't. So this young female is, still at it. And guess what? You're a loser. All right. Because you're a Jezebel. All right. And you know who the hell I'm talking about. All right. Jezebel. I know who you are. Now then, my son, listen to me. All right, brothers, listen to me telling you this. Do not turn aside from what I say. Keep to a path far from her. Get her out of your life. Don't even keep her next to you, because if you do, listen to this. Do not near the door of her house. All right? Don't even go near her, bro. Okay? Even if she stands or sits next to you, you need to run. That's how serious this is. Trust me. I know. I've been that fool. Okay? Lest you lose your honor to others. How would you lose your honor? This page, this sort of page that I'm referring to, was married. Okay? And if you're a man of God and you sleep with a married woman, you lose all your honor. That is the mission of these Jezebels. All right? So, you lose your honor and you lose your dignity to one who is cruel. She don't give a shit about you. You know what she wants? Your money, your energy, to take it to some other lowlife. She will put you in a third party every single time. She will gladly bring these men around you and you have no idea, because you're fucking stupid, you're gullible, and you don't see her for who she is. You put her on a pedestal. Ask me how I know. All right? I was there. I did the hard work so you don't have to. All right? And at the end of your life, you will groan when your flesh and your body are spent. She kills your spirit. That is her duty. She don't know it, but there she is, walking aimlessly through life from man to man to man till she's 60, till she's 70. And even then, she'll still complain about men. That's a Jezebel. You will say, how I hated discipline. You stay true to your journey, right? But she didn't. You went to work, you worked long hours, you wanted to go up to the corporate ladder, you gave her everything. And guess what? She was a bored housewife. And guess what? There's a neighbor over there. Or there's a pool guy. There's a UPS guy. That is a Jezebel. Okay? That's all she thinks about. Sex, 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 sex. That's it. And if she doesn't feel good about herself, she will throw herself at any man that pays her attention. You go ahead and try it and see if I'm wrong. Okay? How my heart spurned correction. I would not obey my teachers or turn my ear to my instructors, and I was soon in serious trouble. I was. In the assembly of God's people. That's what happens. All right? You go down this road. All right? You go down this road like you just heard right here. She's going to steal your peace. That is what these women do. That is what these Jezebels do. Right? This is the 7 of Swords. That means there's a sneaky person around you. All right? She will steal everything from you. She will steal your money. How? She'll divorce rape you. She'll make up false claims that you raped her. Or worse, she'll take your children because she knows that you love your children. That is a Jezebel, all right? 7 of Swords, remember that. She will put all of those swords in your back at any time, all right? So the thing is with these women, these Jezebels, is they make you think that you found the right one. And guess what? These Jezebels lie about your 10 of Cups. They make it seem that, oh my God, I found the love of my life and I'm going to have kids with you and I'm going to build a house and we're going to build this business together. But at the very end, like I just mentioned, the 7 of Swords, she will lie to you about it and she will use the court system to take everything away from you. Because remember, with these Jezebels, the divorce starts at the wedding. Ask me how I know. Ask me, all right? That is how these people are, all right? And what will they do? What will they do? They will leave you out in the cold. They will take your money. This is the 5 of Pentacles, all right? There's these 2 people walking out here left in this cold. It's snowing, all right? Your money is gone. Your dignity, your honor, your respect, your company. Men don't trust you anymore because you made a wrong choice. Maybe you slept with the secretary, okay? Maybe you stepped out on your wife and you lost honor, and maybe you're at this 5 of Pentacles. You don't want to be here. You do not want to be here at all, because when you hit rock bottom, she is gone. She already has some other loser. She always has losers because she will never get godly men, because godly men know she's trash. She's trash. That's why she'll go for lowlifes who will share their money with them because you're stupid enough to do it. All right. So drink water from your own cistern. That means your wife. Okay. That's what we're talking about. If you're married to your wife and you have a good wife, make sure you guys keep it between you and God. All right. Drink water from your own cistern, your wife. Running water from your own well. All right. Back in the desert, back in the old times, water was precious. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Just like your wife is precious. All right. Should your spring overflow in the streets, your streams of water in the public squares, let them be yours alone. Right? Never be shared with strangers. Keep your mouth shut. When God does something for you, don't tell people, because your enemies are your family. Your enemies are the people closest to you. That is how the devil works. He puts in shitty people next to you wherever you go. All right? Wherever you go, whether you move to another city, whether you move to another country, there's always karmics around. What does that mean? People vibrating at a very low frequency. What does that mean? That means that spirits can enter them at any time. Really? You don't believe me? Alcohol. Those are spirits, right? And as you drink more alcohol, you get more stupid, right? You start getting upset and you want to fight. Hey, if you're in the Hispanic community, guess what? The more you drink, the more you guys fight. Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. Okay? Spirits, because you're vibrating at a very low frequency. The devil can come in and take everything away from you because you're lowering your vibration. Ask me how I know. I was that fool. All right? So, may your fountain be blessed. Your marriage, your wife, love between you and your wife. And it's blessed by God. All right? And may you rejoice in your wife of your youth, a loving doe, a graceful deer. May her breast satisfy you always. May you ever be intoxicated with her love. All right? Why, my son, be intoxicated with another man's wife? You see, this page wanted me to be with her. You're married. No, thank you. I don't do third parties. That's all on you. Okay? Why embrace the bosom of a wayward woman? You don't want that, because you will lose all the grace that you have by God. How do you know you have a godly woman? You have to wait for God to give you one. Okay, just like in your just like when you go in the military gives you TA-50. For those people who are in the military, no, that's your equipment. All right. If the military wanted you to have a wife, they would issue you one. Same thing here. All right. If God wants you to have a wife, He'll give you one. But what do? You go to the bars, right? You go to concerts, right? You go to the beach. You meet these loose women, and oh, they're great fun, half naked, tits hanging out, ass cheeks hanging out, and you think that you're going to get a virtuous woman? Right. You have to ask the Lord for one, and it's going to take time, and it's going to take time for you to fix yourself. If you're a broken mess, if you're an alcoholic, if you're a drug addict, all right, if you're a womanizer, a beater, okay, you beat your wife or whatever, you think God's going to give you a good woman? No, He's not. Why? Because you're not going to treat her right. Ask me how I know. All right? Ask me how I know. You need to wait on the Lord. And if you don't have a personal relationship with the Lord, you need to get one. All right? Because the matrix will eat you up. All right? The matrix is real. All right? For your ways are in full view of the Lord. See? Oh, no one's going to find out that I'm sleeping with some married woman. God sees everything. Just like these people. Just like this Paige and her husband and her cronies. Okay? These people thought that what they were doing in the dark, no one would see. You see? They know what they did in the dark. You know, hocus pocus, you're the dopest. Yeah, you know exactly what's going on. And guess what? Karma's probably hitting you right now. All right? It's called karma. All right? Because God sees all. Regardless of what you do in life, God sees all. All right? And when you walk with the Lord, He fights your battles for you. I don't have to do anything. For your ways are in full view of the Lord, and He examines all your paths. So He knows where you're going. All right? Is your path lit by God Himself? If not, boy, you're in trouble. The evil deeds of the wicked ensnares them. The cords of their sins hold them fast. Remember, soul ties, all right? I talked about soul ties about 2 videos ago, all right? Because the last thing you want to be doing, all right? The last thing you want to be doing is have a big old fight between you and God. This is the 5 of Wands. You don't want to be fighting God. All right, because you will lose. Ask me how I know. I was that fool once. F you, blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, I was there. I was that fool. So I'm telling you, you don't want to fight this. You don't want to test this out. You don't want to, oh, but I'll just have one taste. No. There is not one taste with Jezebel. Jezebel tastes, smells, and does things so good that she will kill you. All right. She will spiritually kill you. Ask me how I know. Okay. They will make up lies. They will use the judicial system. They will use all sorts of things to get you back in line, bro. They will use all sorts of voodoo and black magic and things like that to bind you up. All right. They will do that. They'll go and pay money for sorcerers to keep you away from everyone else. If they can't have you, no one will. Ask me how I know. Because Jezebel is from the devil. That is who she represents. She don't know it. She want, oh, my life. Why is my life so shitty? Why is my life like this? Because you sold your soul, sweetheart. You are shit. You will never have anything in life because you know God gave you to me. And what you do, your narcissistic tendencies and ways said, you know what, I'm going to control this motherfucker. Now I'm going to have him do this, do that. How'd that work out for you, sweetheart? You're not in my life, are you? You wish you were. You right now, you know you fucked up. But you picked the wrong side. You're a Jezebel. You wanted a gift from God. And here I was, right in front of your face. But you chose wrong because your lustful ways, Jezebel. You were ready to have someone understand you and everything that happened to you. The reason why you watch my videos is because I went through what you went through. And I can only hope that you continue listening to help yourself. Okay? I really want you to keep watching me so you can learn the things you need to learn. You need to turn to God. All right? That's what you need to do. You need to give up your evil ways. All right? But it's too good for you, right? Right? Because it's about pleasure. I know all about pleasure. I did it. I overdid it. All right? So, your cords, soul ties. You see, if I would have been with this page of swords, all right, I would be tied to her and her husband. And then everybody else who she was with, see, she would take my energy and give it to someone else. All right. For the lack of discipline, they will die, led astray by their own great folly. You see, you're bullshit. That is why you will die a fool. All right. That's why you'll have no money. That's why you won't have no dignity. And that's why you won't have any honor if you don't stay away from Jezebel like I have for 12 years. I've been celibate for 12 years because I know better. All right. And I want you to actually learn from my stories so you can change your lives. And I will see you in another video.